Now I'll introduce you to a concept that's called break even. So all we're trying to figure out is, we'll run it just up to this part of the statement. So up into earnings before interest and taxes, what I'm trying to figure out is how many units I need to sell in order to make absolutely nothing. So it's your break even point. This is how much you have to sell before you actually start making any money. So I'll show you how to do this just using this contribution margin statement. And then in the following videos, I'll show you some shortcuts that you can use just by using some formulas. So what I'm going to do is work my way up on this statement to try and figure this out. So my fixed costs are always going to be the same whether or not we sell a pair of yoga pants. So when I move upwards, I know my contribution margin has to be $60,000 because 60 minus 60 equals 0. Now the problem that I run into is I don't know how much of the 60,000 is allocated between my variable costs and my sales. So what I can do is I can just take this 60,000 and then divide that by the 60%, so the contribution margin percentage. And what that will do is it'll give me my break-even sales of 100,000. So 60 divided by 0.6 will give me 100,000. And now what I can do is I can subtract 40,000 from that to give me my 60,000 contribution margin. And then we can just work backwards again and take the 100,000 and then divide that by the $2 because that's your unit sales price. And then that tells me how many units that I have to sell. So what I just figured out is I have to sell 50,000 units in order to make no money.